Hello everyone and welcome to this continuation of Tektronix restoration. What I've got so far is to have all the capacitor reformed, at least those that appear to be salvageable. Some of them are not, like these two. And this is the one that I have restuffed. So I have to repaint this with black color since it was badly damaged by the contamination came out from the old capacitor. All the tubes has been checked and appear to be good, with the exception of this tube. This is a gas regulator tube. This is the 5651. What happened is that at the beginning the reading was really high. Then at some point it made an internal discharge and the reading comes to going down. So I'm not quite sure if it will work, if it has been caused by my tube tester, which I don't think so. So we will see while I will power it on if it works or not. If it will works, I will leave like that. Otherwise, I will replace. Now, the next challenge is to fix this problem. So while I was checking the tubes, I was trying to move a bit back and forth these capacitors, which it does, right? But some of them, they move everything. As you can see here, there is a rubber, a sort of gasket that is turning. Well, actually, that should not be. When oh, sorry, you are out of the... So as you can see, it's rotating everything, including this rubber gasket, right? And should be like that, right? It should rotate only the upper ceramic disc. Same thing here. So what is happening? I have already repaired one, which is here. So I have completely dismantled and I have been able to repair it. So I will perform the same thing in the next that I will repair. So this thing caused that is not regulating actually. So it's just turning but does not regulate, since the two discs, which contains a portion of metallized ceramic, I believe to be silver, they turn together, so they don't change the position between the two, let's call plates, so the capacitance does not change. Well, it is a very delicate thing, so the ceramic disc can be broken easily, so it's a very difficult task. However, what shall we do? Without that, we cannot operate the calibration. So, and all of them mostly are broken, or not broken, they are locked, frozen, you see, cannot turn. This is okay, but this is very hard and I don't want to use a lot of force. I don't want it broken. So let's go ahead with this task and see if we can save those capacitors. I really would like, since in top of them there is the part number. So it is very handy to have the part number to make the calibration. So let's see if we can save them. Okay, so those things are the parts that the trimmer capacitor is composed by, and the way it works is that those two metallized plates on the ceramic discs turn, actually the thinner remain held in place by the rubber, the thicker rotate up on it, and the two faces are not touching together, otherwise we will have a short. So while this is held in place, the bigger is rotating and having the effect that those plates are much closer or with the maximum distance, like that. So we will have the minimum capacitance in this way, if I'm correct, and the maximum capacitance in this way. That should be the closest position of the two plates. So the bottom plate, it's very easy. The contact is performed by those two contacts touching this point. But for the upper one, it's a bit different. There is a metallized hole, as you can see, and pass through it, through the ceramic disc, and it is metallized all the squared slot, the groove, the bottom groove. This shaft is held in place by this clip, and the bottom of the head touching the metallized groove will make the contact. So we will have the second armature of the capacitor itself. So what I'm going to do now is to clean and reassemble and test it. Unfortunately, I did not show that is not regulating like that, but it's clear. If those two plates, those two discs remain attached together, will not regulate at all. However, I have other trimmer capacitors that must be repaired, so I will show you in the next one. The trimmer is reassembled and it's now able to rotate freely. However, I have noted that the plate, the fixed plate, it's a bit corroded, so perhaps it will not reach the 50 picofarad that it should. So I grab the meter and let's see if I can do it with one hand. Okay. Let's see what it measures. So 39 picofarad. Okay, let me turn a bit. If I can do it by hand. Okay, I have turned it. So I should read different amount. Yeah, that is 32. So it's dropping down. 29. So it's regulating. Please remember that this instrument below 27 picofarad, 26 or 25 will give a damaged part or unknown. So 26. Okay. Yeah, and now cannot read anymore, but this is normal, it's because the instrument. So if I rotate on the opposite side, so 39, I should reach 50, so 40, a bit more. Yeah, it's dropping down again. So it seems that we cannot reach 50 picofarad as expected. However, I will leave like that, and if I will need more capacitance, I probably add another tube capacitor like that of 10 picofarad, but then I don't believe I will need, since I don't think that it has been designed to use to the top end, so perhaps I can reach the during the adjustment the right adjustment point. So this is done. I will put back in place, and then I will move to this one that have the same problem. Okay, so all the trimmers, those ceramic capacitor trimmers, are repaired, so all of them are able to turn very freely, no problem at all. So it was a bit tedious, but it's done. So this is the other side, and it came pretty well. As you can see, there is just a slight damage on the sleeve, on the cardboard sleeve, that I will address later. Right now, I'm going to address this problem. That is, this clamp is broken, and actually there are several cracks over here, and also on another plate. Okay, so over there is other cracks. So what I'm going to do is to clean everything and very deep. This is the collar that go against the cinescope right here. Actually, it is the piece that perform the actual rotation of the cinescope, driven by this clamp. So I'm going to fix this, and then I'll be back to the next step. As you can see, I have glued the clamp. Actually, I just filled the opening, the cracks, with super glue. I didn't stretch or press to close the opening, since I have checked, and this brass bush with the thread, it's fitted quite strongly. So if I had shrunk and closed this gap, probably when I will push this inside, it will crack again. It seems that the plastic has shrunk during the year, so it's better to do not stress more. Same thing here. Same thing here. I just have filled the gap. So while I'm waiting that the clamp is safely become glued and the glue became dry, I will go ahead with the fan reassembly. I have managed to make it very free. As you can see, it's very free, it can go up and down. I have let be in to the lubrication holes WD-40, since the old oil can be very sticky, and this for sure was. So it's already lubricated, so it doesn't need any other attention, just to reassemble it and put back in the instrument. I will test before to resolder this on the terminals and see if it will run fine. So that's it for this video. In the next one, I will start to prepare the setup and make the first test with power supply. So thanks for watching. See you very soon.